This is the E-Ride Pro SS, and it has basically just given the whole e-bike industry the Will Smith slap.
Oh, wow.
At the moment, this thing is just flying off the shelves here in the US, and that's because it's given us Americans what we goddamn want. Something cheap, something powerful, and something that's probably gonna get banned in England. Those freedom-hating sons of bitches. Now, I've had the pleasure of owning the E-Ride for the past few months now, and I haven't told any of you about it. Why? Because I finally got a PlayStation 5, and well, that's more fun than being productive. However, the voice in my head would not leave me alone.
Lock the fuck in!
So, here you go. Top 3 reasons to buy an E-Ride Pro SS. Is that a good enough fucking title, YouTube?
Number 1.
I didn't see that bump. 12 kilowatts of power to be exact, which is double what the stock Soren Lipey is. The king that we all know and love. I remember riding the Talaria Sting R, which has 8 kilowatts of peak power, and was thoroughly impressed. And then this thing came along and just blew everything out the water, dude. Here we go, going uphill. What's awesome about the E-Ride is that not only is it super powerful, but they dialed in the throttle mapping. It's probably the most manageable throttle I felt on a bike that has this much power. This is also a ridiculously easy bike to wheelie, probably the easiest to wheelie in the class right now. Whereas with the stock Soren Lipey, you have to pump the front fork and then accelerate to get the front up to the balance point. This, you can just go to like 12, 15 mile an hour, crack it quarter throttle, and whoop, up it comes. So easy. So what I'm gonna do now is take it up one of my test trails, see how this thing performs. The tires are a little bit bald now because I have been riding this thing quite a lot. Gosh, yeah, this thing is perfect for trails like this. It's so light, so nimble, and all this power just on tap is brilliant. See how it handles. God, this trail's gotten rough. Need to come maintain it. Almost lost the front. Come on. Sweet. The thing is about these bikes is that they don't handle like dirt bikes. They handle a lot like, just like super powerful mountain bikes. It's the only way I can describe it. It's like the suspension and the ergonomics of everything is so mountain bike-like. It takes a little bit of adjusting if you're coming from a traditional dirt bike, especially considering how light these things are. There's the ruts. Woo! Yeah, man, I fucking love this thing. And this is just stock. I haven't changed the tires. I haven't changed the handlebars, haven't changed the controller. And of course, the best part about these e-bikes, up hills. Like nothing, dude. Now, if we look over here, you've got 2 options, right? Sport and Eco. We know what the fuck those do. However, 1 and 2, this is regen. So that's 1 regen, no regen, 2 regen. I think you can guess how that works. You also get a turbo button, which I don't use. Unlike turbo buttons, I think they're dumb, and they should get rid of them on all these bikes. Because the E-Ride does feel so much like a mountain bike, it is also brilliant at going down these trails. It is a shame that, unfortunately, you can't really take these to mountain bike areas because people get super pissed, and for right reasons, man. These do destroy trails, especially bikes this powerful. You know, there's no way in hell you can have a bike like this that will not do some damage. I mean, you can already see on these trails right here all the ruts that I gotta deal with right now. These are all created from dirt bikes and probably other e-bikes as well. Now I definitely gotta bleed these brakes. They are not doing a good job right now. Basically going all the way down the handlebar. Smooth, beautiful. Oh yeah. Now there are only a handful of other bikes that will really get me off the E-Ride right now, and one of them is the Soren Ultra B. The Soren Ultra B has pretty much the same power, same top speed as the E-Ride. However, it is just a much nicer bike all around, better suspension, better brakes, better tires. However, the Ultra B does cost anywhere between $6,500 to $7,500. This is much cheaper, which brings me on to point number 2. The E-Ride costs $48.99.
Holy shit, it's the fucking bear. So I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there is a bear over there. Don't get too close or anything. Just want to get my camera bag. I've never seen a bear out here before. I'm gonna leave. Now don't let the brown fur fool you. This is in fact a black bear, I think. They are known to be pretty docile creatures and rarely attack humans, but I do not recommend doing what I did, which was get closer to it. Now the only reason I did that is because I wanted to get to my camera bag, which is pretty much my whole livelihood. And while there was no food in it or anything, I didn't want it getting too curious about my $2,000 camera lenses. Because if it did, dude, I'm throwing hands.
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by America's most dangerous predator, I was talking about the price of the E-Ride. So $48.99 is definitely more expensive than the Talaria Sting R and the standard Sauron Light Bee. However, it is cheaper than, say, my personal favorite e-motor right now, the Sauron Ultra Bee, which is around $7,000 like I mentioned earlier. However, one thing I would like to mention is the impact that this bike is having on used Sauron prices. If you go on Facebook Marketplace right now, you can pick up a really good used Sauron for like $3,000 to $3,500 right now. That's because everyone is selling their Saurons to pick one of these up. What's cool is that the Sauron is still a great bike, and you can pick one of those up with some extra mods included for a great deal. And if I were you, if I was 14 and I had a summer job saving up for a bike, I would buy a used Sauron just to get started.
And the third reason to buy an E-Ride Pro SS, even in 2025, is how easy it is to upgrade. I recently got my EBMX 9000 controller installed on this bike, and it has completely changed what was already a super fast and powerful bike to something that's even crazier. But another great thing about the E-Ride is that if you've already dumped like 10K into your modded Sauron, a lot of those components will still fit and transition pretty much perfectly onto the E-Ride. Now that's not saying that everything is gonna fit, but they are basically the same bikes in many ways.
Now, of course, another big question is this bike still a good buy in 2025? And the answer is absolutely. Now, a lot of bikes did come out in 2024, and even more going to be coming out in 25, including, the brand new E-Ride Pro SS 3.0, the Alta Sigma, which I tested fairly recently on the Rider Guide channel. A lot of bikes out there that are really gunning for the E-Ride Pro SS. But the reason I would still buy one of these in 25 is that, one, they just dropped the price to $43.99 for this version, and if you get that, plus this controller, and maybe like a new set of handlebars and some better tires, that's kind of all the bike you're gonna need. Yet even stock, this thing is still a monster on the trails, super easy to wheelie. Like, I don't know, it's every Sauron meet or every e-bike meet I've gone to recently, people have stopped buying Saurons and Talarias. Everyone's buying these now. It's gonna be interesting to see what the competition does in 2025, but either way, this bike still has my heart. Alright everybody, thanks for watching the video. I know it's been a little while since I uploaded. I actually started a new YouTube channel called Hammy POV, and I've been uploading some content on there. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to keep posting on Hammy Moto or, just start something new altogether. Almost went right into traffic. Fortunately, a lot of subscribers on this channel aren't very active. I mean, granted, I'm not very active, but still, I'm kind of on the fence between starting something new and being more dedicated to it, or just trying to get this whole thing going again. I don't know, comment down below if you still want to see more content on this channel. Feel free to subscribe to Hammy POV if you want to see some of the stuff I got on there, but if you made it this far in the video, thank you all so much for watching and continuing to support Hammy Moto. I'll see you all next time.